What up? It's your boy. AnimeReactions here. Finally reacting to something. I know I've been doing like trailer reactions and all for last month, 2 months maybe. But this time, I'm actually gonna be reacting to something. I know, crazy, right? A reactor actually reacting to something that's on the long term instead of the short term. In terms of like, you know, just trailers. I still gotta react to the Xenozone Zero character trailer teasers, and there's another one I forgot about. But today, we're gonna be reacting to Frieren episode 5. Now, how long has it been since I reacted to Frieren? It's been almost exactly a year. When it's May, it'll be exactly a year, but yeah, it's been almost exactly a year since I watched Frieren. Yeah, today I'm gonna be continuing Frieren. I'm gonna be doing a whole marathon, aka me spending an hour of my morning watching mainly Frieren, and then like when I'm done with that, I'll move on to a new show, and then I can actually like mix and match, that way, like, because actually how long? 28, was it 28 episodes? I don't remember. And then season 1 is done and it's complete. I'm kind of basically caught up at that point. But yeah. Enough speaking, enough talking. Let's get into this reaction. Isn't that... Yeah, I thought so. It is the place. I remember that detail. They're gonna go to somewhere on the other side of the planet somewhere? I don't really remember. Oh, right. They're all her old comrades, right? That's the one detail I didn't really remember. I also remember that Heter? No, that's the other guy. This guy has a student somewhere. He spoke about him in the last episode. A 10-year adventure? Isn't that like 1 year for Frieren? I don't know. So the journey is finally starting. Like I said a year ago. Another flashback. Or else, at least I think it's a flashback. That would be an understandable thing. Wanting to see someone else again. Very, very understandable response. That was quite the nice flashback. At least for me. Because it's been a year since I seen Frieren. 28 years after? Wow. Isn't like Frieren like a high schooler now, right now? Honestly, I don't know. I didn't really keep up with like the time gap that much. Abduction? Interesting. Not really none of our concern at the moment. Yeah, understandable. Yeah, teacher helps student. Makes sense. Let's go find the victims, I guess. What do you mean by that? Magic? I wouldn't be able to see that, not gonna lie. Illusion, oh. Illusions of the Dead. That is the episode. So it's a new monster we're being introduced to. Hopefully it's a pretty cool monster, not just like a very lackluster one. Yeah, they're not very, I guess, yeah, Frieren says that they're not very scary to mages, but Friren's a human, so illusions could still affect her, possibly. I'm assuming this is the illusion or something, or I guess they're close, I guess. That would make sense. That didn't sound like him, not gonna lie. Oh my gosh, she said the thing. That's the name of the episode. That's not the real Heter. I think that's his name. I honestly don't remember the main cast. Well, quote unquote main cast. I know Himo, Heter, and I don't remember the other guy's name. Yup. Like I said, she's still human. Oh. Okay, never mind. Oh, I was about to say, what? Why did you say anything? Whoa, that's what the Iron Sam looks like, or Iron Ham. That's kind of cool, not gonna lie. It's like a banshee in a way, or not. Maybe not like necessarily like a banshee, just like a vengeful spirit or something. So were the victims already dead at that point? So, okay. Oh, that sucks. The kidnappees. Was that what you called that? The kidnappees? Or I guess the kidnapped already dead. That's an interesting take. I didn't know that. Is that like a thing dragons do? A dragon is magical, so I would assume nothing would be able to damage it much. Yeah. If even Frieren's saying let's run, you gotta run. quite the cute animation there when she was running away. How are they gonna beat the dragon if magic doesn't really work on it that much? Stark? I heard that name before. Obviously, you know, I can't get away from, you know, anime clips. I'm assuming Stark is the guy of the polearm / axe weapon, right? My first interaction with Stark. That's a scar? I thought that was like part of how the shadows were shaded. Kind of weird, you know? Having a scar like that. Yeah. Obviously, though, I know you end up joining. I just don't know how you joined. Who's his voice actor? I've heard it before. I don't think I've heard this voice actor do anything like that before, though. So they're going to that trope where he has a serious looking face, but deep down he's just scared. He's just straight up scared. Okay, alright. Obviously, there's going to be a dynamic between Stark and Vern. That's a given. Oh yeah, why is that there? Unless that's just a matter of perspective. It doesn't seem like it goes anywhere. It doesn't really look natural either. Like, why are the edges so, like, sharp? Like 90-degree angle sharp? I forgot, like, there's just dumb looking faces in the show. That's good. Anything else would probably be very questionable. See, I knew that wasn't there for no reason. Like, why would that be there? But how long has he been doing this for it to just be not that far into the mountain? I forgot about this outro. We didn't get a lot of action in, but, you know, it's something. I have this muffin on my table, or desk, I guess. I didn't end up eating it at all throughout the video. Interesting, though. It's really interesting. The introduction to Stark, it came off very seriously. Like, I thought that was going to be him. Turns out he's just a coward. Not a coward, but like he's just a little scaredy cat. But I feel like it's pretty normal, right? At least when you're fighting a threat. Something tells me he's gonna be able to do it. I don't know, because like obviously since he was taught by one of the greatest, I feel like he's gonna be one of the greatest. And then I feel like they're gonna go with that trope where like, oh, I can't gauge my power pretty well. That's just a trope they go along with these days. Probably like, I don't know, maybe not one shot necessarily, because like, you know, he's probably his like fight or flight instincts would probably kick in, and then like he's just scared, he'll run away throughout like a majority of the fight, probably. I don't know. So yeah, that was the introduction to Stark and the introduction to this monster that I got one tapped. The Eisenham or Eisensam. I forgot even what it's called. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, that was episode 5. Catch you guys on the next episode. But before I head out, if you enjoyed today's video, leave a like. And if you're around here, want to see more Frieren episodes, subscribe and stay tuned. And if you got any anime recommendations, movie recommendations, TV series recommendations, let me know in the comments down below. And yeah, peace.